How are you today? Hope you are always healthy. For the next, let me introduce myself first. My name is Victorian, student of Tadris Bahasa Inggris Study Program, Fakulty Tarbiyah Ilmu Keguruan, from the State Islamic University of Sultan Haji Muhammad Idris Samarinda. An introduction for my group members.
Fitri. Let me introduce myself. My name is Irawan Hadi Kusuma. You can call me Irawan or Hadi. I'm from Tadris Bahasa Inggris, Fakultas Tarbiyah Ilmu Keguruan, and from Group 2. In Group 2, our material is Victorian literature. What is Victorian literature? Let me explain it to you. Victorian literature refers to English literature during the reign of Queen Victoria from 1837 to 1901. The 19th century is widely considered to be the golden age of English literature, especially for British novels. It was the Victorian era that novel became the leading literary genre in English. English writing from this era reflects the major transformation in most aspects of English life, from scientific, economic, and technological advance to change in class structure and the role of religion in society. During this era, Britain was transformed from the predominantly rural agricultural society into an urban, industrial one. New technologies like railroad and the steam printing press united Britain both physically and intellectually. Although now the period is popularly known as Time of Prime. Conservative moral values, the Victorians perceived the world as rapidly changing. Religious faith was splintering into evangelical and even atheist belief. The working class, women, and people of color were agitating for their right to vote and rule themselves. The scene, philosophy, and discovery. The Victorian era was an important time for the development of science, and the Victorians had a vision to describe and classify the entire natural world. Much of this writing does not rise to the level of being regarded as literature, but one book in particular, Charles Darwin's On the Origin of Species, remains famous. The theory of evolution contained within the work shook many of the ideas the Victorians had about themselves and their place in the world, and although it took a long time to widely accept, it will change dramatically subsequent though in literature.
And class in a Victorian society. Victorian society was organized hierarchically, while race, religion, region, and occupation were all meaningful aspects of identity and status. The main organizing principles of a Victorian society were gender and a class, as it is suggested by the sexual double and standard. Gender was considered to be biologically to be determinative of almost every aspect of an individual's potentially and character. Victorian gender ideology was premised on the doctrine of spirits. This stated that a man and a woman were different and a means for different things. Men were physically strong while and a woman were weak. For men, sex was central, and women reproduction was central. Women were also tied to be naturally more religious and morally finer than, while most working could not live out the doctrine of spirits, because they could not survive on a single male wake. The ideology was influential across all classes. topic is about the most famous writers of Victorian literature. There is a lot of writers of Victorian literature, but the most famous in the topic is Charles Dickens. In full, Charles John Euwem Dickens. Born February 7, 1812, Portsmouth, Hampshire, England, died June 9, 1870, Gas Hill, near Chatham, Kent. English novelist generally considered the greatest of the Victorian era. His many poems include such works as A Christmas Carol, David Copperfield, Bleak House, A Tale of Two Cities, Great Expectation, and Our Mutual Friend.
Dickens enjoyed a wider popularity during his lifetime than any previous author. Much in his work could appeal to the simple and the sophisticated, to the poor and to the queen. And technological development as well as the qualities of his work enabled his fame to spread worldwide very quickly. His long career saw fluctuation in the reception and sales of individual novels, but none of them was negligible or uncharacteristic or disregarded. And though he is now admired for aspects and phases of his work that were given less weight by his contemporaries, his popularity never ceased. The most evidently comic and English authors, he was much more than any great entertainer to range, compassion, and intelligence of his apprehension of his society and its shortcomings and reach his novel and made him both one of the great forces in 19th century literature and influential spokesman of the conscience of his age.
Okay guys, until here just an explanation about Victorian literature from us. Sorry for the lack of explanation because we are also still learning. And don't forget to like our video. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, last word from me, Irawan. I'm sorry I can show you my last video for this word, because I don't have much time again for making that video. So maybe thank you for watching. I'm sorry my pronunciation and my other member like weird pronunciation or something like that. I'm sorry because we are still learning like you all guys. Yeah, maybe that's it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video. Bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Stay safe.